Hello everybody, it's Bee from Bespoke Crafts and welcome to my channel. Thank you everybody for subscribing, I really do appreciate it. Today's card we're going to be using Gummiapan flowers and shelf, and also a Vase scissors bag.
Let's have a look.
The name of the dice for that. What I decided to do was go through my stack of odd bits that I've made. I've got quite a few, so I'm just showing you little clips of me going through what I can, trying to look for some inspiration. This is a lot of inspiration, I just couldn't find it at the moment. But what I did find was the vase, well, the Sizzix vase and a daffodil. Can you believe that's all that I could find out of all this lot? Unbelievably. So still having another look. And out of this tub, believe it or not, I think that's a Gummiapan. Gummiapan. But the hats were Gummiapan from Christmas. These are not Gummiapan. I get sick of my ears saying that. I obviously like these, put them out 3 times. They'll be used for something, but not in this one. Not in this card, definitely. So what do I find in here? A piece of ribbon, and that's what I found in here, and nothing else. I might find another daffodil in there. Oh, I found a pot of daffodils. I can't remember what I found actually, but these are Gummiapan pots as well. I think I'll pull another one out as well in a minute. Oh no, another daffodil. And another daffodil. So that's 3 daffodils and a piece of ribbon. And with a pot as well. So what I've decided to use actually is the daffodils. I needed some more. I wanted to do 5 in the end to put in that little pot, little vase. I don't end up using the ribbon, so that could have stayed where it was. And also I'm going to be using the shelf again, which is Gummiapan. So I'm just looking to see how many flowers I'm going to need in the vase. And I want 5 in there. Taking these off. This sticky stuff, it's good stuff, but by heck, it sticks to everything, doesn't it? Being sticky, what I suppose. You know, whirling in the background. When I start to speed the videos up, different sections of it, all you'll hear is like a squeaking noise, and that's himself, what he sounds like when he's sped up.
Hello.
Bless him. Oh, which I should have fast forwarded this little bit. Obviously missed this. This is the second time I'm doing this video actually. I've got it all done, finished, all the voiceover done. I went to export it and the file was corrupt, it wouldn't let me. So I'm quickly using my little desktop die cutter, which is the baby blue from, I can never remember, from Tacit Lakes. Bought it off, sorry about the banging, I bought it off Facebook Marketplace. I think it was about £15, something like that. So now putting all the dies together, back again. They're just so easy to lose, it's just quicker and easier to put them together in one package. So now we've slowed down again, and we're going to do a close-up of the colouring. So for the stems I'm using 2 different shades of greens, a darker and a lighter, and I think you will find a round of applause. To me, I've remembered to put the lids so that you can see the colours. So these are Honolulu 320 set from hoo-hoo. I cannot pronounce that word, and I will say that every single time. Hoo-hoo. But these are really good markers. I've only had them just over a week now. Using them all the time, using them daily. I like the way they blend. I haven't found any issues with them yet. But again, I haven't used all the colours. But what I did get is I got it off Etsy, and I talked about this in the last video, and it's been printed off. And a lady has put all the colours together. So if anybody has the hoo-hoo set, or any of the hoo-hoos, if you let me know, it was only £2, and there's 4 sheets of colours that she's blended together. I've started on some of them. I've got 6, 12, 18 done, and they're actually quite good. In fact, they're not quite good, they're very good. It's good to see the colours that blend properly. I mean, I'm not a colourist by any stretch of the imagination, and this is really going to help me, because I am very good at putting colours together. So now we're going to do the shelf. There's 2 colours that we're going to be using. I'm using a darker brown to do the blending and the shading at the bottom. I've done 2 layers simply because I want to stack it up a little bit. I want to put the shelf so it looks forward to the brackets that hang at the back of the shelf. That's Merlin squeaking while I'm doing the overview now. He's quiet on the video. I wonder if you can tell the difference between the video and now. I don't know. So this is the product that I'm using. I'm just going to have to get it out again to put everything away, because I finished the video. Oh, so sorry about the stretching. It's a product that's made by Pentart. It's antique paste, and the one that I'm using is gold. It's like it's just like a bronzer sort of thing. But I've got several colours of it. I got it in. I got about, I think there was 5 in a pack. And these little tubs, they'll last you a lifetime. Absolute lifetime. So what I decided to do, because I've done the brackets gold, I wanted to incorporate some of the gold actually onto the vase. So I picked up a Tim Holtz stencil, and just using like the pine leaves just to add that little bit of extra interest to the vase itself, and just to marry the 2 colours in together. And then just doing the very top of the vase as well. Trying not to get it on my hands, but I will do. And it looks good. I like the effect that it's done on it. And some of these things are really strong smelling, but this one's not. It does smell. It smells like boot polish, to be honest. Oh, I don't go around sniffing stuff like this, so. Right, so what am I doing now? Just having a quick clean up. Now I'm going to cut up for my layering, and I'm using my little Cutterby scissors. These are really good little set of scissors, and you're just cutting the tabs off. That little tab at the top wants to come off. That's sort of like the back of the shell. You've got to be so careful that you just don't go through the whole lot. and then I'm going to cut the legs off, or brackets off as well. And again, making sure you get all the little knobbly bits off. And also just going over where you've cut the areas off, just cover them in the colour that you've used, just so that you don't get any white edges. I have been very good with these tops of these colours, you have to admit. I'm doing it using the chisel end. Now, I never normally use the chisel end, and you'll often see me turning the pen round, because I've bought this set specifically for the brush tips, because I prefer the really nice soft nib of the brush tips. Pushed nibs, tips, nibs, you know what I mean. So we're now just layering that up. Excuse me while I'm just going to take a drink. I tend to just sometimes, sit and watch this video, go silent, and I think, God, I'm supposed to be voice over this, and I'm just watching it like I would watch any other video. I should have fast forwarded this little bit, I think. So again, just going over the edges just to add that extra definition and interest to the piece. Oh, excuse me, I'm yawning. That's not very professional, is it? Right, so now what I'm going to do is, I saw Deb Hallett do this earlier this week. I can't remember what shape she used. So I'm using these squares. I've had these dies, these nesting dies, since I started crafting, and I must have been making cards for easily 12 or 13 years. I don't know where I got them from. They are really thin, really delicate, but that was the largest size in the set that you've got there, and the smallest one out of their nest, it goes down to about, I think it's about 1 centimetre, and they are really quite close together. So what I'm going to do is pencil the shapes out using the squares, and then I'm going to go down the scoreboard, which I will speed this up for you, because it took me quite a while to do it. And actually I ended up doing it a second time, going over it a second time off camera, because I didn't feel that the embossed part was deep enough. But the effect is really good. So again, thanks Deb for this one. I was thinking as well, you could go around the edge of the squares as well. When you turn it over, you'll see how even after I've turned it over, not you, after I've done it twice, that it's still not as visible as I want it to be. So I'm thinking whether I should have gone round the square itself. I don't know. I'm going to have to play with it. I do, like I say, I do like the idea of it, and I shall be doing it again. Just as a little focal point on, well, not little, but as a focal point on your card. as I'm doing this voiceover now, the screen that I'm looking at is about 1.5 inches by 3, so it's quite small, so I won't see the detail that you're seeing until I've finished the whole voiceover. So the first colour that I've decided to use, like I said, I'm sorry about this, I put everything away. Sorry, I have to get it out again. Did I put everything away? I did. I'm sure the first colour that I used was speckled egg, which was very, very faint. And then I used I've got them now. And the second colour I decided to use, which is this one now, was weathered wood. So I didn't want anything really dark, but I wanted something just to pull the colour out, as it were, pull the shapes out. And now the card just needs some extra around the outside of it. So I've gone back to, I think I'm using speckled egg. No, I think I must be using weathered wood. I didn't catch what the colour was when I put the box down. And I'm just using the same pine cone leaves. Just to add that extra little bit of interest around the edge, because I didn't want to fully colour the base in. I wanted to make I wanted to have the embossing to be the main feature, literally on this bit. And it's just showing as well, you don't have to use all of your folder, your stencil. You use whatever you want. Your toys, you play with them how you want. All that matters is that you like your card at the end of it. And I think that's what it's all about. It's coming on YouTube, having a look, having a go yourself, and making them into what you want. Whether you copy somebody else's idea, I think as long as you acknowledge whose idea it was or where you've seen it, as I've just done with Deb Hallett. Now this stamp set, no idea where it's come from, can't remember buying it, hardly ever been used, but it's just like tickets, so it just looks nice, just as a little bit of interest on the background. And you'll notice that I aren't reapplying ink all the time. I'm doing a little bit and then like second generation and third generation, just so you get that faded look. So now I'm looking at placement. And the colour that I used for the stenciling that you've just seen was Vintage Photo. So what I've got is I've got some low-tack tape, and what I do is I stick the flowers, because they're so delicate, so little, to the back of the tape. As you see, one does drop off, so it's not foolproof, to get the positioning that you want. And then I'll put them in the vase. See, like that? So you can either stick them on, or like I'm doing there, just putting some glue tack on and then sticking them back down. It's just a little tip that you might find useful. And then I'm going to just slightly, you can just see me slightly off camera there, I'm just shaping the vase so it's got a like a little beveled edge. And then I should be using some that was Merlin just saying hello. Just putting some sticky pads just at the back just to give it that more raised effect. And I'll also be putting some glue on the back of these just to make sure they're extra secure, and then bits on the flowers just to make sure they're secure down as well. And just put a little bit on the base so it sits onto the shelf. So I'm not going to use matte and lay for this. I want it just to go straight down to the card base, which I make myself with linen card. I think it's 250 GSM. I'll be able to tell you more in a couple of days' time because I need to order some more. I get it either from Craft Stash or Amazon, but I will say I bought this last set from Amazon and it was cut slightly out of line, so the whole pack was out of line. So you have to be careful. Yeah, so what I've decided to do on this one is just add a little bit of the gold to the edge of the card. I don't want a lot. I just want that, just a little like distressed edge to it. Which I'm just showing you this first little bit, and then I'm going to zoom out just to save you watching it all in slow motion, as it were. Just finishes the card off. Just looks nice like it. Like I say, my toys. Play with my like, same as you can with yours, and do. You know, you need to remember that the edges are wet. So this is a stamp set that I'm going to use. Again, I can't remember where. But it's on let's see, and it's called. It's a rare earth stamp set. Oh, it's off a magazine. It's off a Paper Crafter magazine. So it's 18p. It's a thought stamp set. It's got baby shower, great news, it's your birthday, it's a boy, and love and best wishes, which is what this one says, amongst others. So yeah, that's what that's off. I haven't bought magazines for ages, actually. Ages and ages. So on the sentiment, I'm just doing exactly the same with the gold, just applying it to the edges. And then I should use the foam pads just to raise it up again, give it that little bit of extra dimension. I've already thought what I'm going to put the card. You've seen me do that. Put some glue on the back, and he says tacky glue. And I've decided I wanted to put the sentiment sort of like not hidden in the corner. I want it quite low down. So there's the finished card. I think that tap must be the finished card. So I'd like to say to everybody, thank you for watching. Thank you to all the subscribers, all the new subscribers and old. I really do appreciate you. Happy crafting, happy stamping, and I will see you very soon with the next video. Bye for now. Take care. Bye bye.